Welcome to the Mind, Body, and Emotion Show. Produced by Tammy, HCSS, an advocate of mind, body, and fitness. Your mind is your universe. Your mind is your universe. Your emotions are the trigger. Learn about the power of emotions, money, current events, and how to fight negative energies. Change your paradigm now. Ready to go? Let's get started. You're now listening to your host, Joey Niles.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mind, Body, and Emotion Show. My name is Joel Ponte, aka Joey Niles, coming to you straight from the Garden State of New Jersey. What's going on, folks? I hope everything is fine. We're going to go first through some reminders and disclosure and get right to it. Reminder, our episodes are now pre-recorded on three main platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And like I said before, we will see where else we can place it so that you can have access to it. So if you want to see the video stream of this episode, please go to our website at www.mbepod.com, www.mbepod.com. Now, disclosure, okay? So those of you who are listening to this podcast for other reasons than the desire to achieve true awakening, let it be known that I am a law-abiding citizen and I never advocate violence to achieve any means. I despise violence, and I believe in God's purge negative force. Having said that, let's move forward. Today's episode is called Archangel Michael, Your Spirit Soul is at stake. For quite some time now, there is this new fad, right, of invoking the name of Michael the Archangel. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. The stories stem from receiving messages from Michael to give to the world, and stories of receiving remedies for achieving greater consciousness, taking a bath in your own urine. I kid you not. All right? I wish, but that's going to help your consciousness and reach another dimension or density or whatever have you. Well, okay, when it gets to that point, we need to have a little discussion. Okay. I was going to show you a short clip of this famous person who said the urine in the bath story. But out of respect and sympathy for this individual, I will not show it, as it would probably give him a really bad publicity. And my intention is not to hurt people, but to help people. And I wish that someone would speak with this gentleman and try and help him. But unfortunately, they're just aiding and abetting, all right? They're just, it's like you know what? Words matter. So I'm not going to say, please, all I'm saying is the guy needs help. But, unfortunately, there are those around him who don't realize that. And this poor man is going through some stuff. The reason why I'm mentioning, this is to help you open your eyes in an atomic way. And now this gentleman that I'm talking about, and some of you perhaps know him. I'm not going to say names. Again, this is not about bashing someone, but it's concerning to me that we're using the name of Michael the Archangel. I mean, really? Okay. So let me tell you a little story about Michael the Archangel. And I've had experiences with Michael the Archangel. He saved me more than once, believe me. I totally believe that he is my guardian angel. And and for that, I was grateful to the Almighty God. Um, because, I mean, who better else to guard you than Michael the Archangel, right? I mean, come on. He's a warrior. He's God's best warrior in heaven. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. However, there are protocols, okay? There are protocols. Yeah, just like there's protocols for everything else, there are protocols. Yes, my God. Yeah, there are rules of engagement, okay? First off, I need you to understand that Michael the Archangel doesn't work for himself. Newsflash. He doesn't give messages from himself. He serves the main Adam, which is God, right? If he has a message, he will always say, it is from the Most High, it is from God, whatever language, I don't know. But he would never take credit or say it's from me or just give you a blank statement. It doesn't happen that way. Okay. And this is what when I've heard some of these YouTube channels that, talking about Michael the Archangel and the messages they're getting, I'm like, okay, but something's not right here. It doesn't follow protocol. Okay. Michael the Archangel doesn't give speeches. Okay. No, no, no. He doesn't give speeches. Sorry. Okay. You can't hire him to give speeches. Okay. His job is whatever God tells him. And he's very, very loyal. So for those of you who believe that he's giving you messages, because he's giving you these messages and it's not coming from God, it's coming from him directly, that should give you red flags. Okay. And like I said before, please understand what I am saying. When you are dealing with your awakening, you cannot leave God out of the equation. You take God out, then you're opening yourself up to some really bad things. Okay? Evil has no measure. It's just plain evil. And it can manifest itself as an angel. It can manifest itself as whatever it takes to convince you. Okay? And you will lose your soul. And that's the end game. And right now, we're living in a time that is unprecedented. Evil is rampant and is damaging the minds of many, many people. And they're going straight towards the abyss, thinking that they're doing the right thing, and they're not. I'm talking from the heart. I'm talking out of love. I'm not talking out of, authority or no, no, no. I'm trying to tell you, please put the brakes on. I get it. You want to be a part of something bigger than yourself. You want to reach certain levels. You want to experience new things. I get it. Can't take God out of the picture. If you do, you're going to wind up in big trouble because awareness requires good, negative energy, and evil. And remember, I said negative energy is measurable. Okay? Evil is just, beyond that, beyond the threshold. And this is what I am trying to say. This country is going through some evil process that I've never seen in my entire life. And, in order to defeat this evil, we have to have our awakening, but it must include the main Adam. If it doesn't include him, you're on the wrong path. Okay, that's all I have to say. Now, why is our spirit so at stake? Because some of us have left God out of our life and have embraced evil in his place. And some of them unwittingly, they were convinced of something. Stress have a funny way of convincing you of things. And when we start venturing into the unseen and leave God out of this, like I said, you will most likely be deceived. And the end result will be your soul. Now, I don't know how quite to give you an example, but I'm going to try. Okay, so God gave me a little taste of what it is to be without his presence. And it's not fun. It's not fun. Okay. It's very dark. You feel hopeless. Your stress levels go up. You don't know where to turn when things get really bad. You feel helpless. It's really bad. And that's a little bit. Now, you have to understand, even if you're a negatively charged person, from 0 to 100, you're a 50 or a 75, whatever, you're still within the presence of God. Okay? There is still a certain level of comfort. Okay? If you think that what you're going through is something, you got another thing coming. Okay? But your spirit soul does not die. You understand? Does not die. When you leave your atomic self, you go into your spirit form, spirit soul form. And what happens is, if you're away from God, it is it is so dark, so horrible. It's torture. It is absolute torture. And I just don't know how to explain it to you. I wish I knew, but it is just torture. And so be aware that God will not interfere in your decision making. But he has like people like me and others that will tell you, you're at this point. Decision is yours. You have knowledge now. If you have knowledge, you have to make that decision. So I hope you make the right decision. And please, slow it down. Michael the Archangel stuff, you know what I mean? Protocol. Think protocol. You know what I mean? Messages don't come from these so-called angels directly. Okay? They don't just talk and tell you something. They speak on behalf of God. God said, the Most High said. It's never from them personally. And I'm not saying they don't care about you. I'm not saying they don't care, but their main priority is God. And don't kid yourself. So, guard your spirit soul. We are in dark times, and we better know how to find that awakening very carefully, very slowly, and put God as your guiding light. Because if you don't, you will be headed for the abyss. And I'm not kidding. I'm saying that out of love. I'm saying it out of wisdom. And, I'm telling you, please, 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 don't leave God out of your decision making. Okay. With that said, this is Joe Ponte, and I wish you well. And please, please stop the hate. Love on somebody. Love is the greatest thing ever. Love on somebody. Have patience. Endure. Good things happen. And reach out to God. He's waiting for you. So reach out to Him. Okay? So until the next time, this is Joe Ponte wishing you well. So long.